Hey guys, Prince of Macedon here, and I haven't played any video games in a while. I guess the last game I've been playing was chess on chess.com. So, one of my old Total War friends, Amnestus, sent me a replay. I have not watched it yet. He sent me a little description here. It says, rules are no elephants or chariots, 35k denarii, and there's a bit more, but let's start the replay up here. So I have not seen this replay. It's going to be live because I have no idea what's going to happen. So he says he did not like the rules, but it was the only game in the lobby he could find. I can relate to that. So he says there's a Parthia, Scythia, and Seleucid Cav battle early on, and Macedon Seleucid Pike fight with Scythian horse archers later on. Factions are Seleucids, Macedon, Scythia, and Parthia. Alright, so this is his army here. He's the Scythians. So again, it was, what, 35k? Yeah, that's a lot. That's pretty risky using a Cav faction at 35k. Because, you know, typically Cav factions, they shine in low money skirmish fights. I guess unless you're rocking out cataphracts. But that's not really skirmishing at that point. That's just pure power. But skirmish factions, you know, and skirmish builds, they get weakened a lot the higher you go up in money value. So you can see he has a bunch of headhunting maidens and a bunch of Scythian noble archers. So it looks like the front ranks are the maidens here. So it's about, what, 9 headhunting maidens, roughly? And the rest of the composition looks to be Scythian noble horse archers. So these are more expensive units. You can't really afford these at 10k battles. I mean, you could, but you would have a very weakened skirmish build. By the way, I've not seen a Rome Total War battle in ages, so gonna be a little rusty. So Amnestus is next to the Macedonians and the Seleucids. And then right across from the Parthians. Is that what he said? Parthia? Hold on. Let's look at this. Parthia. Yes, Parthia. So you can look at the replay counter. I think that's going to be about... Oh man, I forgot the conversion for this. I think around 30,000 on the replay counter is about 10 minutes, I think. I want to say this is going to be about 30-minute battle, 20-minute battle. I forgot the conversion. Again, I have not touched Total War in ages. And if I'm going to touch a Total War game, it's going to be Rome Total War and then Medieval 2. I think the last time I played was with Apollo and his buddy. We did some Napoleon Total War. So I don't want to fast forward this because I'm going to treat this like a live game. So in a live game, obviously you can't fast forward. Alright. Macedon is basically going to camp over there. That's Sergeant Maj. We'll look at his army in a minute. These guys are about to go right at it though. Parthia and the Seleucids. Very historical rivalry. But it looks like the Parthians they do not want this. They're going to go right for the Scythians. But the Parthian army is Kazuri. He has a lot of Bedouin Bedouin warriors, which is good because they are in a desert setting, which means they do get a desert bonus. So, oh my gosh, they're gonna go right at it. Now these cataphracts, if they get into the mix, that's gonna be really rough. And I'm really surprised that these maidens slashed right through those Bedouins, considering the fact that this is a desert setting. Oh, Kazuri has lost its commander, and this is causing a mass rout. The routing here is contagious. Man, I really think that was a lucky charge because I think that morale bonus, or the desert bonus, would have helped the Parthians. And now, the Seleucids under Stu is going to come in and try to get some kills. I don't know if this is scored or last man standing. Amnestus did not specify that.
This is no longer a battle, this is a hunt. No, a coward chase.
But he's going to take off his maidens and plow right into the cataphracts here. If I was Stu, I would not be chasing his units because his other units are being... They need these cataphracts over here. This guy could not afford to split up his army. But I guess that's just like the real Seleucid Empire. It was very split up and couldn't really respond to threats effectively. Let's get it close with the action here. Oh, look at this, guys. Freaking girl power kicking some butt here. They're probably going to retreat when these pikes go down, though. Look at that. Alright, so, Amnesis had to withdraw when all those pikes came in. And he was able to salvage some of his maidens, but looks like they got caught on some of his cataphracts and might be going right back in. I would definitely be trying to pull these guys out, because there's no use fighting these guys anymore at this point. But he's going to stick with it. So, they're obviously going to die. So that leaves the Seleucid army mainly intact, half of the Scythian army intact. So what's left of the Scythian army are some remnants of their maidens, not much. But what's left here are these noble archers. Yeah, I would not fight anymore at this point, because he's already fought, what, 1.5 opponents. It's up to the Seleucids here to march on the Macedonians. And I'm surprised the Macedonians actually left their hilltop, because from the looks of it, it looked like they were just gonna sit back on the hill. And I hope these guys have upgrades. I think the camera's too far from the Amnesis' army, so we can't see the upgrades on these guys. But you can see they brought some onagers. And the fact that he's marching in phalanx formation, it shows you know, a bit of a lack of experience, because most people wouldn't do that. Now, I'm not going to assume anything about his skill. I'm just making an observation that a lot of newer players will march like this, and a lot of newer players will especially bring onagers. I would bring onagers to a siege battle, maybe to a bridge battle. Or if I just wanted to F around, I would bring onagers to a pitch battle like this. But luckily, Macedon and the Seleucids are going to go at it. I hate when I do these free-for-alls. Like, say I was in Scythia shoes where I fought 1.5 opponents already. A lot of times, the other two players who are basically untouched, they would still chase after me, because they see me as the easy kill, and they don't want to fight each other. So I'm glad they're not doing it to Amnestos here. Amnestos. Sorry, I think it's Amnestos. I have a very bad pronunciation skill level, so pardon my Scythian. Again, I want to apologize for my huge absence from my gaming channel. I have been very active on my vlog channel. If you guys don't know my vlog channel, it's Prince of Macedon Vlogs. And it is linked on my YouTube channel to my my other channels. Alright, I don't know why this guy's still marching. If he has the onagers, he might as well use them. He should park his army right here and start firing. Otherwise, these onagers are completely useless. Alright, so now it looks like they're starting to park. Oh, look at that. They parked right into formation here. So let's see what he targets, and let's see if he goes to flaming. Yep, he goes right to flaming. Let's see if they hit. One hit from flaming round will smack these pikes around quite a bit. Problem is, when they're flaming, they're less accurate. But honestly, in this situation, I would probably leave them on flaming. But now the Seleucids are pretty close. It's gonna be hard to shoot this close to the army. Again, the Macedonians should have started firing a lot longer. I mean, a lot sooner than this. And you can see Amnestos he's very curious about the action, very excited, because he wants some of this action. Now, the beauty of Amnestos' remaining troops is that they do have missiles. And they're also not bad in a melee, because they are very high quality units. Again, not the kind of units you'd bring to a low-money skirmish fight. Alright. Macedon has struck blood against these companion cav of Stew. Oh, and by the way, Macedon is commanded by Sergeant Mage, or Mage, I don't know. I don't know if that's Sergeant Major. That'd be kind of weird. Oh! Macedonian commander is going to get walloped here from two sides. Don't want to lose your commander right now, guys. Especially if you don't have to. He did not have to put his commander in this kind of situation. He could have retreated to the safety of his pikes, but he chose to stick it out. And I don't think they can fight cataphracts in a stand-up fight like this. Although it does say they are losing to the companions. The pikes helped out a little bit. I'm really surprised Macedon held in that fight. That seemed kind of clumsy. Let's see, are these guys in range of the Scythian horse archers? We can tell by the back ranks here. They are being shot. You can see the arrows stuck in the ground here. So they are directly behind him. And there are a few dead Seleucid pikes there. Alright, let's see if any of these hit. Yeah, again, accuracy at closer range is not so good for onagers. You need to start firing immediately. Like, the minute they're in range, start firing. Because that's basically the Rome Total War trick. If the opponent has onagers, just close the distance fast, and that'll neutralize them. That does not apply to... ooh, that was a good hit, see? See, once in a blue moon you'll hit. But that does not really apply to Medieval 2. Some of those artillery shots in Medieval 2 are pretty accurate. And you definitely don't want to do that in Napoleon. I mean, sorry. I mis-said that. In Napoleon, artillery is very accurate. Medieval 2, it's a bit more accurate. But in Rome Total War, artillery is very inaccurate. Oh, dude, you are so toast already, Stu. But I'm excited to see this, though. I like this bold advance from the Seleucids. Although I'd probably form maybe a secondary line in case these horse archers had to charge, because they're not just horse archers. They're pretty decent in the melee. Oh, I didn't even look at the upgrades here. The upgrades in these phalanx pikes are pretty astounding, but they're phalanx pikes. I don't know why he opted for phalanx pikes. I would have went with the royals. Because this guy's rocking out the silver shields, but these silver shields are only gold. Let's see what gold does against... What is this? These are probably fully upgraded phalanx pikes. So fully upgraded pikes versus gold silver shields. Let's see what happens. And... oh man, pikes going up against these cataphracts here. Don't charge it, man. Don't do it. Look, they even got a rear charge and they still broke. So I think this is going to lead us to the main event. Let's see if there's enough pikes here to withstand the missile barrage from Amnestos. Because once these guys run out of ammo, then they become melee warriors. In which case, a melee fight would most likely favor the pikes. So definitely, as Scythia, you want to expend your ammo before you start doing unnecessary charges. But I believe Amnestos has played Total War for quite a while, so I think he knows the drill. Alright, so these phalanx pikes, remember, they're fully upgraded against golds here. And they seem to be winning against the silver shields, who have less upgrades. Yeah. Alright, don't chase these guys. I would definitely pull my army together here. And prepare for this missile onslaught. And these guys... what, are they buddies now? Let's see, I don't think they're buddies here. Yeah, definitely not buddies. Although I would say maybe turn off your missiles so that you're not shooting at these guys. I would be saving my missiles for the Macedonians. These guys, you could definitely just charge them from all sides and they would break immediately. It doesn't matter if they're silver shields. If you charge from all sides, they will crumble super fast. Yeah, definitely turn off these missiles, man. I would definitely be holding out for the Macedonians, because there's a lot of them. And missile supplies on horse archers are very limited. And again, Macedon should recognize the threat, and that's Scythia. He should turn these onagers around, get some shots on these guys. This is the kind of situation where onagers would be kind of helpful, shooting against other missile units. But right now they're shooting at units that are no longer in the fight. So this is basically a waste of ammo. That would have been cool if it hit those guys though. But yeah, turn these onagers around and fire on the Scythians here, because that's your threat. And these guys should be facing against the horse archers, because when you have your backs turned, they become prime targets for the horse archers.
We're being attacked!
So yeah, there really is no reason to be facing outward right now. I mean, facing away from Scythia, because all of his missiles are on this side. Now, had Scythia surrounded him from all sides, then, you know, Macedon would have been justified facing in all directions. Alright, so Amnestos is going to target these Levy Pikes. So they are going to die. So that's going to cause, you know, a huge weakness in Macedon in the upcoming fight. But again, there's a lot of Macedonian pikemen here. Oh, looks like Sergeant Major is going to try a desperation charge here. Might be a good idea since these horse archers are exhausted. So you can actually cause some of them to rout. And these guys are fresh, so let's see if you can cause any of these horse archers to rout. Because once you're exhausted as a horse archer, it's pretty bad news. Actually, for any kind of archery, it's bad news once you're exhausted. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go right to melee. So that wasn't the worst idea. I know it looked bad, but it wasn't a bad idea just to, well, one, keep Scythia on its toes, and two, maybe rout some of these units, because again, look how many are exhausted from all that shooting. These guys are very tired. I think they're all exhausted, except for a few which are very tired. But on the replay counter, it says the battle's almost over. Look at Macedon, still clinging on to hope here. So if this was last man standing, Macedon could have a chance if he... Sorry. I thought these were isolated units, but they're all Macedonian here, sorry. Are there any Seleucid units left? I think Seleucid admitted defeat earlier. Is he out of ammo? I think he's out of ammo. They're either out of ammo or their crew's dead. In which case, I don't think these onagers were very effective in this fight. As Macedon, I would definitely be walking towards the Scythians. Even if you're just walking, you're still exerting pressure on these exhausted horse archers. So you want to do that as the Macedonians, because if you let these guys recuperate, then you know, you would have let them regain their strength. You should keep an enemy that's on the ropes, keep them on the ropes. Don't give him time to recover like this. Granted, he has sent two companions out. I just don't think there's enough of them to really frighten these guys. Let's see what happens. But the replay counter says it's almost over. Alright, here we go. He's going to stand his ground against these Macedonians. Let's see if these exhausted horse archers can take out these guys, these depleted companions. Oh, there goes the Macedonian commander.
From our warriors, attack and drive them back in the same way.
So let's see. Looks like a lot of these horse archers are... Well, some of these horse archers have their swords drawn. Wait, Macedon surrendered? Why? He still had all these guys here. I'm sure there was a an explanation for that, but as an observer who wasn't there, I'm not sure why this guy would surrender. Let me see if he said anything. He didn't mention the ending here. But yeah, there's enough pikes here to withstand a missile barrage, perhaps. There's really no reason for a healthy army like this to just mass surrender to him. Like, I would have taken my chances with those horse archers. With all these pikes, heck yeah. Anyways, that was a very entertaining game. I loved the initial battle when Amnestos blitzed right through Parthia. I was really surprised at how fast those Bedouin horses, or those Bedouin, God, I don't remember if they were camels or horses, but I'm surprised that they broke so fast when they had the desert bonus. And then right after that, Scythia, under Amnestos' control, went straight at the Seleucid units that were coming at him. So yeah, that was a very entertaining battle. I hope you enjoyed this. I want to thank Amnestos for sending me this replay. It was good to see some more Rome Total War action.